Hello, hello, Libras. Welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing today? My name is Patty. I am here to do your intuitive tarot, divine intuitive tarot, along with some astrology numerology. And you're like, what the heck is divine intuitive tarot? Well, basically, my source is the divine, and I ask from the divine first. Of any of the energies he wants to send through, along with if he has somebody that he wants to send through, maybe from your ancestors or mine, and where we can get that wisdom from for your journey, for your challenges, for questions you may have, things that you might be going through that you need answers to. That is how I do that. So astrology, pretty much same energy, because even though they're planets and they have their own characteristics, divine has created them, and you'll be surprised when we do the readings how much they're very much alike. All right. So I'm going to be, for those that are brand new, I'm going to be pulling 3 oracles. First oracle is the divine's card, his message to you, and if you're asking something. So hopefully this will resonate with you. Second energy is the card is current, and the third energy is planets. Okay, so but it is a forward energy. It is focusing. And I will tell you right now that those energies for the planets, we got Mercury retrograde going, not very happy, you know, a lot of communication issues, a lot of technology glitches, a lot of frustrations with people and communication, those kind of things. Could be news is really frustrating, all that kind of stuff, media. And then also, too, we have Saturn and Pluto. Mercury's leaving on the 22nd, though. Hallelujah. And we're going to go ahead and release those energies, definitely. So I'm going to be pulling these 3 oracles out, and then we're going to go into a spread, and I will do love and relationships at the end. All right. So the current card out for the divine, boy, he's really talking about truth and trust this week, is truth. And he's talking about absolute truth, not human truth, not earth truth. This is absolute truth. Okay. This is a consistent truth from the second dimension. Now, if you want to call it whatever, however you learn what absolute truth is, some people have gone and, you know, studied religion and all that kind of stuff. It's basically what integrity says. Walk in the truth, be truthful, and walk in love. Anything else from that definitely is more human based. All right. So definitely walk in truth. Find out what your standard is. Thing about absolute truth is it's a standard that is consistent and never changing. Human truth is always changing based on somebody's perspective, their journey, how they grew up, their culture, and everything like that. All right. So that's the divine's energy. So are you walking in truth? Are you living truth? Are you being authentic truth? And are you loving in a manner that you're not creating road rage, you're not cussing people out? You know, you might take a look at, maybe they're having a hard day, maybe they had somebody die that day, maybe they have an aunt or uncle or dad or mom that's sick, maybe they just lost their job. Anger comes from a fear, so we have to look at why we're doing what we're doing and look at the truth of what we're doing and doing. All right. So that's the divine's energy. We'll probably talk about that more as he goes through. However, the current energy right now, again, is the number 6. This is a lot about harmony improvement, guys. This is about being creative. This is the spider in creative projects. This is the energy for the, the 14th through the 20th. I had to think a minute. So whatever it is creative to get you to look in more of a truth aspect from a divine aspect, that is how you will want to move forward, because if you move in anger and bitterness and frustration and hatred, it's a low vibration and it will keep you stuck. And then it'll keep having you spiral down more and more and more, because it's a very heavy, heavy, heavy energy. And it's very hard to break that. It's like the devil card. It's very bound. It wants you to stay bound to that. It doesn't want you to have absolute truth. Because if you get to absolute truth and your vibration gets too high, there's no way of going back down. And they don't want that. That's sort of your heart. That's what every energy wants, is your heart, because that's where your soul and spirit lie. Your soul is you. Your spirit is of the second dimension. And we are partly evil. We are partly positive, high vibrational energy, we have the capability of being both. It's a choice. Okay. So our future card is the dog, and it's the number 10. So you've got a bunch of stuff going on here that has to do with harmony and improving, uplifting, and growing yourself. The dog is about loyalty, sincerity, and unconditional love. Again, that's that energy and that choice that we have to either be lifting ourselves up, accepting of who we are, being authentic who we are, walking in truth of who we are, or we can actually make the choice to keep hanging out in that low vibrational dark energy. So let's go with the with the reading with the cards. And while I'm shuffling too, don't forget there are the dailies. I'll do those dailies through the end of the month. I'm noticing they're picking up, and if they keep picking up, I'll keep doing them. But at the end of the month, if they sort of stay where they're at as far as numbers wise, then I'll probably stop again. So if you like them and enjoy them, make sure you hit the likes when you're watching them. Appreciate that. All right. And then at the end of the month, again, for those that don't know, and I'm just doing a quick announcement, is I will be gone the end of the month from the 24th to July 4th. I will be doing readings up till that time that I leave, and then there will be 1 week of pre-recorded readings. But I am going to do a couple bonus, or at least one bonus reading live from either Disney World or Universal. So that's where I will be. Definitely. So, interesting. That's a bonus that I'm going to give you guys. And if I really am enjoying it, then I'll do a reading twice. All right. Because we'll do one from Universal, one from Disney World. And if you're there in that area and you want to say hi, email me. I'll hook up with you real quick while we're walking around or something and say hello. Definitely. I love to meet my viewers. Love to meet my viewers. All right, so let's get going. Those are the only two announcements. 24th. And the next week we have a full moon. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing the full moon reading, but we have a full moon the 24th. But I am going to try to do that full moon reading. All right. Because I don't mind missing the new moons, but the full moons have so much energy. I like to do the full moon readings. There's, along with these two retrogrades that are still going to be going with Saturn and Pluto, I'd like to really see what's happening. I like to sort of know what Divine's got clicking up there. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So this spread is going to tell me a little bit about your past, your weaknesses, your strengths, and your challenges. And so hopefully this will help you a little bit. Somebody's past, oh man, they're sort of stuck in one spot. So we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. Usually if it's upright, it's about traveling, moving on. It's about maybe running away from something. This person seems to stand up for something, or sometimes something that they don't need to be standing up for. It's sort of like stay in your lane is what I heard. So they want to get into everybody else's business. Yeah, no. Okay, so we've got to work through that process of, you don't need to get into everybody else's business. This is sort of pay attention to what's going on in your world. Pay attention to what is happening. This is actually going to create a new truth for you. This is, again, about your harmony and improvement. It is going to also get rid of a lot of excess drama in somebody's life. And you don't need all that excess drama because, one, nobody likes a drama queen or king. But the other thing, too, is, oh, yeah, guys can be very drama. Trust me, there is some guys that are pretty drama. However, this is a new way of thinking, the creative projects, the creative process. This is a web that you're spreading out, something new, something more fresh, something more healthy, becoming more loyal, more sincere. This is about your future energies, having more unconditional love, unjudgmental. Okay. Definitely doing that. Somebody sort of needs to pick up the pace a little bit because they're a little bit more on the lazy side. they're wanting to rest all the time. This could be somebody who likes to sit and play games all the time. It's not productive, not unless you're making money. What are you calling it? Reviewing those games, making the games, writing code for the games, things like that. However, there's opportunities that are going to be coming your way. You've got a new message coming in here and an opportunity coming. There's several opportunities, it looks like, coming your way. I mean, you may miss that. You've got to get out and get some movement, some exercise. You need to be changing this here, this function of this here. When we become lazy or less active and complacent and not being out doing things, our chemicals in our mind change, in our brain change. So for this person, it is basically getting up off the couch, or just being too much of a homebody is not healthy. You can actually become an agoraphobic if you're actually spending too much time home. Being an agoraphobic has the fear to go outside. This pandemic is probably creating a lot of agoraphobics, having the fear to go outside and maybe catch the virus, which in all reality, your chances are very low, but it's creating fear. And then that fear feeds on making excuses. Excuses can be very much an illusion. All right. And this is what's happening. This is somebody's weakness, is they create their own illusion. The Two of Pentacles it's sort of a message of, and he's very creative, however, and young and ambitious. However, you're creating your own drama, per se. I don't know who this is for this week. Okay. Somebody has a hard time making decisions. And I feel like they need a push. But you can't really rely on other people to push you. You have to push yourself. You have to trust and believe in yourself. And that's where this truth comes in. Are you walking in authentic you? Are you really being honest with yourself? It's like when I'll share a real quick story. When my mother was alive, and I was in my 20s, I was so busy. I was working 2 jobs. She lived in downtown Portland. She lived in Portland. I lived in about an hour away, definitely. And I was going through counseling for my sexual abuse at that time. And I would say, well, I really should go see my mom, to the counselor. And she's like, well, you know what that word should be is used for? And I'm like, no. She goes, well, should you go see your mom, or do you really want to go see your mom? And I said, no, I should go see my mom. That's an obligation. That is not something you want to do. Whenever you use the word should, that's an obligation. So I was doing things more in my life out of obligation and not being the true self that I wanted to be, rather than saying, I want to do this, I want to go there, I want this, blah, 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 and manifest and have that happen. But I had to change my thinking. And as I got older, from my 20s to my 50s, okay, your thinking changes. And now I want to go see my mom because I know time is limited. I know that my mindset is different, and I'm older, and we could lose anybody at any minute. We just lost somebody in our travel company that was a go-getter, and I don't even know how old she was. She doesn't even look like she's 40, but she's probably 40-ish. And just boom, gone, brain aneurysm. So we don't know. So your mind does change when things happen, to really bring your priorities into perspective, and to be your honest you, and your honest truth of who you are is key. This is somebody's complete new way of thinking and doing. But look at it as a ripple effect, or that spider web is growing. It takes time to build that little spider web for the spider. It takes it time to grow and then go around, and then it takes time to do that, and it goes around. So this is a process, and it takes time. It's not in a hurry. However, you've got opportunities headed your way for something. You've got them coming and going, and I don't know if you're meeting those or not, but somebody's really stuck. Again, we have the Two of Pentacles. For a second time, the number 2 has popped up more this week than I have seen in a long time. That means there's something trying to come and bring together, because the divine is all about bringing things together. If it is going to break up, like a divorce or a separation or anything of that nature, that's low vibrations. That is pretty much low energies, things of that nature, trying to destroy. So this here is trying to bring things together. There is a little bit of a kerfuffle going on to stand up for what you believe in, because that's the Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde loves conflict, loves to just sit there, and every time I can see Mercury sitting there going, yes, come on, fight, keep going. Yeah. Let's bring it down deeper. Let's bring it down further. Yeah. That's the Mercury retrograde. So don't let that happen. Diffuse it. If you're in an argument or things are, can we just talk about this later, or talk about it when we have more time, or there's no background noise, there's no children, there's, you're not driving or whatever, to create more of that havoc. You have to be able to converse with no interruptions. Okay. But somebody definitely is trying to juggle a bunch of stuff here. It's like their emotions are all over the place and they can't seem to get them in control. Definitely. Emotions are all over the place. They're up and down. They're all over. You have to control your emotions and feelings, guys. All right. Let's see what else Divine has to say. Can I get some clarification on the Seven of Cups, please? I'd like to know what kind of opportunities are happening. Is this work? Is this love? Is this on self that these opportunities need to be working on? What is this that is coming up? Okay. All right. Thank you. Is there anything else with that? Because that's very, that's very open. Yes, we know. What is it? If it's not in the cards, if you can give me a download, please, to what it is. Okay, so there's movement happening with somebody, and that definitely is a movement forward. That movement is what they're talking about, love. Just said love. Now, love, it's like, thanks, give me such a general thing. Love could be love of a person, as far as love of an animal. Love is, is it a friendship love? Can you be a little bit more detailed, please? Because it's like love of a friend, love of a boss, love of a lover, love of a husband, love of a wife. What is it? Love of a mom, love of a sibling, what kind of love? But it is moving forward, whatever this love is. So you have to search yourself, I think, because it's like when he doesn't answer, he's saying, you know what, because it's so wide and vast, because whoever's watching this, you have a love for somebody that you want to grow, or you want it to be a closer bond, because we got several twos here, that you want it to be a closer bond. It doesn't have to be love. It could be a boss and a co-worker. I really want to learn everything that he's got or she's got. I really want her to be my mentor, that kind of a thing. But there is the love of something. There's a passion here that needs to move forward. And you have to know the truth in that, because everybody is different. Their journeys are different. But again, the divines, this is about your harmony. What is it that is growing in you, that is trying to come together and be creative and get you unstuck from those low vibrations that seem to be hanging on there, and get you moving? Somebody just needs to get moving. Remember I was talking about the couch potato kind of a thing? You got to get moving. Sometimes we need accountability partners, or we need structure. We need somebody to be accountable for. It's like me with my leg, guys. it's not healing the way I want it to, you know, and I'm a little disappointed because we're getting ready to go on this vacation. I'm sorry, but Universal Studios and Walt Disney World is a lot of walking, okay? And I did get a scooter just in case. However, I have to have my daughter say, let's go walk, Mom. Let's get ready. Let's go walk. I even personally have to have accountability because I could sit on my butt and say, nah, I'll do it later. But I know that I need stamina. I know I need to build this up. I know I need to grow the muscles. So it's important for us to have an accountability partner. Definitely. And stop holding on to something that you don't want to be holding on to and that you need to let go. The Four of Pentacles. Let go of sitting on your behind. Let go of that being stuck and not wanting to change. Let go of being the fake you. Be you. Here's the challenge for you this week, because your challenge card is very interesting. Again, it is the number 2. How many number 2s do we have? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your key word today. This is your key word today. Partnership, bringing together. Because this is your challenge this week, guys. Because the number 2 and this number 2 of wands is about your future. This is about bringing your future, thinking about your future. Somebody's thinking about just now. Oh, I'll just do it later. I'll just do it later. I'll just do it later. And you don't. So it's a pipe dream. So this is your future. Somebody doesn't think of their future. This is your challenge card. And this is about something coming together or 2 people coming together. Now, I'll do love and relationships next. However, this may be a business partnership. This may be a project partnership if you're in school. This could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend. It could be whatever, a partner. I don't know what you call that. I'm not into that, so I don't know. I'm heterosexual. I'm sorry. However, the thing is that it could be a person coming to you. This is huge. Gotta stop juggling, being needy. Gotta stop doing the being stuck in one way. Thank you. He is saying adaptable. You have to become adaptable. That is your greatest asset. Be adaptable, especially in this time and day. Be adaptable, because you're holding on to stuff that does not matter anymore. And that could mean emotions and feelings that need to let go so that new feelings of love and truth and honesty can come through. This is new for somebody, but this is about your harmony. We've got the number 2 4 times. And if you know anything about numerology and the divine, because like I said, these energies are all bound together. Numerology, astrology, and divine, all those energies are bound together. When I talk to you as an empath, when the divine says something 3 times, you better frickin' listen, because he's trying to give you something of love and joy and good things for your journey. Then when you look at numerology, we say if you see something 3 times, better start paying. Now, if you're seeing number 2 4 times this time, this is about bringing something together, a partnership of some type for the future. It is your choice to move this forward. If you don't, it ends up going in the toilet and you may never get that opportunity again. Because it becomes into the dark circle of the devil card and bound. Again, you've got the number 2 4 times. And then you have the number 6 twice. This is harmony improvement. Actually, you got the number 6 3 times. You've got the number 6 3 times. This is powerful. This is when I start paying really attention to what divine is telling me. This is about pay attention, do something new, get off your butt, be active, start getting motivated to move forward. And again, if you can't motivate yourself, you get a motivational partner. You get an accountability partner. Right now, I'm having that with my leg. I'm a little discouraged with my legs, so my daughter's like, nope, after I get off work, we're going walking. And I was like, okay. But I know in my heart and my spirit that I have to do that because divine is pushing me to do it. Even if I don't want to do it, he's pushing me to do it because he knows there's something coming I'm going to need to be able to walk for. Okay? It's not what we want to do. It's what we need to do. All right? So let's go to love and relationships because, boy, this is getting long again. I just can't do them shorter, guys. I try. I started out, when I started doing tarot, they were like 10, 15 minutes. But when divine gets involved, and I will not cut him out because he is the source of the energy, definitely is really, really hard. So just a reminder real quick while I'm shuffling, don't forget about the 1 minute dailies, Monday through Friday. Make sure you like them, or just, if you like, or if this is fun for you, like this video. Also, too, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, and that'll tell you when these are on. I did finish my sexual abuse video. I'm now editing it. Hopefully this will help somebody through their survival, their healing, their living with sexual abuse, or how to get through it. Or somebody can help somebody else understand it, and red flags of if you think somebody's going through it. So I just finished that. Probably I'm going to try to get it up before I go on vacation. Wow. Okay. We've got 2 cards here. All right. So again, this is love and relationships. Now this could be, a connection. This could be that connection that I'm telling you about coming up. It's not here yet. However, you've got to be ready for it. Nobody likes anybody who's lazy. Nobody wants to be just a couch potato. Okay. Especially in relationships. Men love spontaneity. They just love it. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Now what I see. All right. So we have the Swan Queen, and that's transformation, intuition, and patience. What am I talking about? Transformation, something new. You got to have patience through the process of what you're going through. Be patient. Even when divine says, be still, wait. You might hear these words, wait. Or you might get the intuition, no, I need to wait. And it sucks. The waiting sucks the most, okay? But that's when your transformation is taking place. And if you're in a very dark place right now and you're in some depression, some anxiety, that's where the divine is working, and he's stewing, waiting for you to do something. Just get out in the sun, get outside, get up, take a walk or whatever. And he's like, yes, now I can start latching on and show him the truth. Because depression is a low vibration. It is very worldly, because you're thinking of things of the world more so than of the second dimension where the spirit lies. This is paying attention to your intuition. Okay. This relationship that is coming up, or this love relationship that is coming up. Wow. Just had a huge wave. I don't know if somebody went through me or what. A big wave. Anyway, this is about love and paying attention and intuitive. When you see somebody's face and they're like, looks like a deer in headlights, they're not getting it. Or if they look like they're struggling with the thought process, are you understanding what I'm saying? Or if maybe they look like, I don't like this, pay attention to the body language. That's your intuition, paying attention to that. All right. Let's see. This is the gibbous moon. And the gibbous moon is you're very close to achieving your goal and work through your fears. Now, I believe this one came first, because when you work through your fears with a relationship, that is just communication, guys. If you can ask and know what you're supposed to be doing in that relationship, what is expected of you in that relationship, then you can reach your goals with that relationship. But if you don't know and you're second guessing everything, you'll never reach that. You're not growing that spider web. You're not growing it out. You're just sort of stuck, because you don't know what that a person wants or likes or enjoys or whatever unless you ask them. Because they may not like the same things of you. Because if you have opposites attract, that's a powerful energy. Where that one's weak, you're strong. Where you're weak, they're strong. That's a powerful, powerful relationship. But because it's a completely different thinking and a perspective, because opposites, then you have to find out and figure out how they do that. And the only way you figure out how they do that is you ask. And that creates a new bond and a transformation. It gets you to where your goal is. It gets you out of your fear. And the thing is, if you cannot ask your partner any questions and you're walking on eggshells, that's the wrong partner. That is the wrong partner. Or if things have that you were open and now you're walking on eggshells, there's something that has transformed in that relationship that really seriously needs to be looked at, because you should not have to walk on eggshells. And sometimes when you have to walk on eggshells and it creates anger or bitterness or something like that, something's going on underneath that you need to get to, because that's where the truth of it is. Whenever we look at problems at the surface, that's not the problem. There's something deeper than that. And you got to get to the truth. And that's not human truth. That's the absolute truth. And that's why, as an empath, nobody can lie to me. Or if they do lie to me, I'm really sorry. I'll know it right there, or the divine will show it to me, because that's my protection. He gives me that protection so that it keeps me around a very small circle of people, because I need to walk in absolute truth, because I need that relationship and connection with him. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. All right. Because he gives me those messages. He gives me this wisdom for you, not for me. I'm the conduit. And like a lot of tarot readers, we don't remember our readings. So if you were to email me and say, in the reading, you said, I might be able to remember a little bit. However, I might have to go back and say, what did I say with the Cancers? What did I say with the Virgos? Because this is not for us. We are the conduit. So even mediums, they don't remember. That's why they have recordings. The things of anything that the divine is working through. And you got to be careful, because you can have a low energy, a low vibrational entity that is not of the light coming through. So you've got to know how to be protected. So that's the thing here. And why I'm sharing that, I don't know. Maybe somebody needs that out there. I don't know. However, I could talk about being an empath and being protected. And same with COVID. I'm protected. A lot of people are like, yeah, right. Sure. No, I know the divine says you're protected. I'm like, okay, whatever reason that you've got, I'll take that. Not a problem. However, I am human, but I haven't been sick for, gosh, the last time I was sick, I was purging an evil entity out of me that was in my home. And I was sicker than a dog. I mean, I was vomiting and all kinds of stuff. And that was because a person had brought that in with them. And when I had them leave, that all just came out because it wanted to follow. And I'm like, oh, hell no, you ain't following me home. And I literally, before I even got home, I was throwing up all over the place in the car and on the side of the road and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, long story short, I forgot to put that in my paranormal video. Very interesting. Anyway. All right. So this is your reading, guys, Libras. I hope this is helpful. Number 2s, really, really huge this week. There you have 4 of them. Number 6 is about your harmony. Rewatch this again, because you're being told something really deep about your improvements and your harmony and your balance in your life right now. Something is out of whack a little bit, and it has to do with coming into a partnership, or maybe the lower vibrations are trying to split something that shouldn't be split. So really pay attention to those energies. All right. So I thank you, and I will see you on the 21st, and hopefully you guys have a good week. Don't forget to email me if you have any questions, or if you're going to be in the Orlando area between the 24th and the 4th. Love to meet you. All right. Take care.